Hey, Hickok 45 here with what John and I think is a pretty interesting rifle. It's called the ARAK-21 XRS, okay, ARAK-21. Now, for my relatives in Kentucky, that's not a place where we have fought a couple of wars in recent years. It's the name of this rifle. It's ARAK-21, ARAK. That's where they pronounce it, and it's the XRS version, okay? We think it's interesting because it has interchangeable barrels, and it's a little bit of a marriage between, I guess you'd say, the AR-15 and the AK, and a lot of that going around these days, isn't there? So they offered to let us try one. They gave it to us, and we gladly accepted. We appreciate it, and we always like to get that out of the way. So if I slobber on it too much, you can blame it on that. But it's an interesting rifle. I'm going to shoot it. We're going to shoot 300 blackout. We're going to switch barrels and ammo. Got to always remember to switch the ammo when you switch the barrels. And let's just shoot the thing and see what we think about it. We'll let you know what we think. I'll let you know what I think, and we'll just shoot it some, okay? And show you the inside, the guts of this thing. Faxon Firearms. We appreciate this rifle. And let's put a round in the chamber. We're going to start out with 300 blackout. Okay, got the blackout barrel in it. It's a stainless barrel, fluted, so it's easy to keep up with which barrel you have in the firearm. Not that they're all stainless, I don't think. All right, we're just shooting some plain old Remington 115 grain 300 blackout ammo. And I think I have the gas setting. It's on the low gas setting, but it seems to work. I've not had any issues with this particular ammo. Haven't shot a whole lot of it, but I think we're still figuring out the gas system, but it seems to be pretty simple. So what do we want to shoot? How about let's start with a 2-liter. Yeehaw! Yep, she functioned, I think. Let's go over there to a red plate. Go the other one. Shot left. Okay, let's hit it now. Yeah. Easy. Try the other one. Did you ever shoot basketball and you know when it leaves your hand that you're going to miss? That's kind of what I was doing there. This has a nice trigger, so I knew I was off. Let's smoke a little pot with 300 blackout. Whoa! 300 blackout does a pretty good job on the pot. Let's try that one there. Oh, we have to remember that, John. We might need to do some pot smoking with this thing at some point. Oh, there's a little cinder action on that barrel over there. Wow. Create a little dust. Oh, propane tanks. Oh, trash can, burn barrel. Okay, she's empty. I didn't want to get it too hot before I changed the barrels out, but nice trigger. Now this model, I don't think has the custom trigger. It's got a nice trigger though. It's one I think they make in-house. I may be wrong on that. I've been wrong before, but it's a nice trigger. We like it. Okay, look at this crazy thing. Again, we appreciate Faxon Firearms letting us put this thing through its paces. It's a little different, as you're going to see. Now, one thing we're doing, we're keeping the 300 blackout here separate. These two magazines are 300 blackout. Everything on the other side of the 5.56 barrel is 5.56 ammo. How's that? And oh, speaking with this magazine and the stainless barrel, pretty nice rig. Again, they make different barrels even in the same caliber. I noticed. You go to the website, we'll put a link in the description. They've got all kinds of barrels and configurations. This one came with the stainless barrel and the 300 blackout. They've got, I think, like medium weight, heavyweight barrels, different lengths of barrels in at least these two calibers, and so it's kind of a mix and match. You can build your own gun there. They're not cheap. All right, get ready. This thing is It's 2,300, I think, 2,280 something like that. So it's not cheap, but let's shoot it some more. All right, we got some ammo in it, and let's make sure before we function this here. Okay, everything looks right. Let's dry fire it. Feels good. It's a really nice trigger. It came with some trigger springs. I didn't show you that, but the trigger has some alternate springs you can put in there to lighten it or strengthen it. I think I hadn't really read all it because John and I both love the trigger the way it is. So, and we're kind of picky about triggers. Again, so far it's done really well. So far, I've had a couple of issues. I had some hand-loaded 300 blackout, and a couple of those wanted to stick in the chamber or something. And when I went to factory ammo, haven't had any of those issues. Okay, so trying to let you know. And with 5.56, we've not had any issues at all yet. Okay, it could be today. It could be with one of these Brownells magazines. Not because they're not good magazines. We love Brownells. But I was out on the tractor this afternoon, and I had this in my pocket, in my back pocket, and I sat on it, you know, while I was driving the tractor around. I realized that. So if one of these two malfunctions, we'll know what it is. I hate to do that with a magazine. That's your most critical point on a semi-automatic or fully automatic rifle or handgun. All right, let's take a couple shots with this, see if it works, see if I have to adjust the gas system there. And some of you who are more proficient and more expert than I am, and if I were, as we keep this and shoot it a lot, we might decide the gas system adjustments. We might want to let more gas or less gas out because it affects the recoil or the better feel to it. You know, so you got those issues. Even if it functions reliably, you still can tweak that to where it works well with your ammo. All right. So you notice the charging handle there is pretty neat. Got to be careful. We notice if you have backup iron sights or backup polymer sights like I've got, where you put that, because it gets in the way. So we back that up a little bit. Normally it'd be out there on the end, but it's really in the way. But you can grab it right there pretty easily and rack one in. Okay, safety's on. Safety works. All right, let's shoot a little bit more. Oh, I was going to put some blackout on that paper target. Let's shoot it. Well, let's see where it hits first. Can't do that too well with steel though. I'm going to put some on that paper. I'm just sort of holding. I can't really tell. They're all over, but that's okay. I can't see it very well. Okay. Let's shoot something I can see, like that 2-liter. All right, and this one right here. Nice, nice. Wonder if we can smoke some pot with this. I'm gonna shoot it around that 2-liter. Uh-oh, you're not dead yet. Gotcha. Cool. Oh man, what an explosion. Propane. Uh-oh, paint. Uh-oh, you gotta watch it when the targets come at you. I love those sparks. If we start a fire there, we'll have to cut the video, okay? Oh, more ammo, more ammo. All right, must have the gas setting in the right spot there. Let's try these Brownells magazines. Let's see if this is the one I sat on. Woo, get that barrel hot. Nice. Now let's go over there and see where the point of impact might be. Okay. Nice. Try that little plate. Okay, holding a little high. With the 5.56, a point of impact, I need to bring the sights down just a little, but not much. Not much at all. shot. Yeah, hold right on the bottom and it'll pop it. Very light trigger. I let one get away there. Well, I mean, I was in, you know, that far away, but I didn't mean to shoot. Wow, that's 2 quick magazines, isn't it? All right, that must not be the one I sat on. Actually, I don't think it hurt it. I'm pretty heavy, but not that heavy. So before I shoot some more of that, is there anything else about this thing? Gosh, this is all billet aluminum, high grade aluminum. This upper, and there are steel rails in here, hardened steel rails where the bolt slides on. Okay, so I know that's an issue some people are concerned about with these guns. I would be too. That you don't have, you know, a lot of that metal rubbing against the aluminum, but it's there's steel rails in there, and what else? You've got gosh, it just seems well made. Okay, again, we've had, I guess, essentially no trouble with it other than that blackout stuff I was telling you about. And I'm not an expert at getting the gas systems adjusted. I did read the manual, and I know where it opens up more and that sort of thing. So I've been prepared. And if it gets really dirty now, we'll open it up a little bit more and give it some more gas. But it just seems to function, and it feels good. Now we took some rails off, John. I almost forgot about that. Remember, it had quad rails basically on the bottom and the sides, so it may look a little different than the ones you see. But we're not crazy about all the rails. We might be crazy, but not about all the rails on the side. If you needed them, you can always put one back on, and you know, and hang your toaster there, or whatever you want to do. But I just like, both of us kind of like the feel without those. We prefer that. Although with our large hands, we can handle it okay. But this just feels a little bit better. Okay. Any other lies I can tell you about it? Okay, we're on safe. All right, we'll take a couple more shots. I don't know if we'll. Was there any of that cinder block left over there? I think it's about gone. That gone. Sweet. Let's try a little, I'll put a couple more bad shots on that target. And let's put a few in the burn barrel. Oh, well, I better get this guy before I run out of ammo. Somebody jumped out of there. A zombie 2-liter. They're trying to come back after us. So it's empty. Well, both those mags worked. They passed the tractor test. Can't hate that. Can't hate that. No, really, try not to sit on your magazines. It's not good for them. But those did okay. So anyway, we're gonna hang on to it and shoot it a lot. And so far, it's done well. And it's kind of interesting. You might think it's kind of weird and nothing you'd want. I can't fully decide myself. I think John is liking it a lot. I'm liking it pretty well, and I know he's going to take it and shoot it a lot more. So we'll keep you posted on how it works. But so far, this is a pretty cool gun, and it feels good. It has a good trigger, and it ain't cheap, but it's pretty neat. They're based in Cincinnati, Ohio, and I wasn't all that familiar with them, although I know their barrels were made, one of the barrels in, I don't know, another firearm we tested had their barrel in it. I know they're really thin, lightweight gun, but pretty cool, pretty cool. So for what it's worth, at this point, it's an interesting firearm and pretty attractive at this point. Okay, so life is good.